Booktube, my name is Adrienne and welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead and start off this video by telling you that if you are participating in round 3 of the Housecup-a-thon, this is the video where you'll find the answer to the riddle that I have given you. The riddle is down below, my riddle specifically, if you need a refresher course on what it is. It is in this video, I promise. So you will just have to keep an eye out for it. And then once you see it, pause the video, write down the timestamp because you're going to need that for the Google form when it is posted on Wednesday, which should be tomorrow because I think this video is going up on Tuesday. So make sure you have that ready to go so that you are prepared for the Google forum. And make sure you check out everybody else's posts as well so that you can have all of your answers and get your full 40 points for getting the correct answers. So with that being said and out of the way, let's go ahead and get into this video, which is the top 5 books. I guess not top 5 books, but 5 books that I really like the illustrations of. In this, I have 5 books spanning a wide variety of ranges and ages and things like that. I have one book that is a book that my kids really love. I have one book that is a book that I loved as a kid. One book that I got as a kid that I just really love the pictures in. A book series that I got for my kids to read, and then a current book. So let's go ahead and start in reverse, I guess. Let's start with the book that is a current favorite of mine that I love the illustrations in, and that is Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia. I just reread this during the Housecup-a-thon, actually. I used this book to fulfill 2 challenges. It fulfilled the Polyjuice Potion, which was to read a book with a non-traditional format, and it fulfilled The Burrow, which is a cozy read. I annotated it. It's got a bunch of tabs in it, and these are just quotes I liked in this book. But this book has beautiful annotations throughout it. Let me pull up some. So it has things like this. You can't super see well. See if I can find one you can see a little bit better here. There we go. Things like this, sea monsters. There's some beautiful drawings and illustrations in this that I just really enjoy. So this is one that I definitely love the illustrations. It adds a lot to the story as well because this book follows Eliza, who is the creator of Monstrous Sea, which is a comic book fandom, and you get to see a lot of her comics throughout the story. So I definitely think this is just a good book you should pick up, but also is a book with some very beautiful illustrations in it. Okay, so I think I'm just going to work down the stack that I have next to me rather than try and decide what order to put these in. So the next one I have is Dinosaurs Before Daybreak by Mary Poe Osborne. This is the first book in the Magic Treehouse series. This is the book that I loved as a kid, this whole series. This is one of the series that actually got me into reading as a child because I am heavily dyslexic, whatever you want to say. And so these books were quick reads, things that I could listen to audiobooks of and follow along with and not get lost, but were also very entertaining. And they are full of beautiful pictures throughout, showing everything that's going on in the story. With the treehouse, we've got some dinosaurs. Just really amazing pictures throughout these stories that kind of give you a feeling of what's going on. So I have a good chunk of these. I think I have 30 of these. In most of them in a box in like a rough tote in my basement, waiting for when my kids are old enough to be able to enjoy these because I want to read them with them because I think they will really like these. I know I did. So I have a bunch of these. So yes, I have these ready for my kids. This was these are my books. These are the ones that I purchased or that my parents purchased for me when I was a kid to be able to read them. So yes, these are ones that I think have really nice illustrations as well. The next one in my stack here is How to Train Your Dragon by Cressida Cowell, I think. This is the second book, How to Be a Pirate. This is just the one that I found. These are books that I purchased for my son Ryan because I think he will like these when he's a little bit older and, you know, ready to read them. But they have illustrations all in them, different kinds of things. Let's see. I saw one earlier that I thought was funny. Let's see if I can find it again. They're very boy-esque. I mean, they just are. Like, these are definitely geared towards young boys. But there's illustrations all in them. And part of the reason I got these was that I thought Ryan would like these as he got older because they are very boy. They focus heavily on dragons, which is really something that I think they're pretty cool. But also has a lot of, like, traditional things to make little boys laugh. So this is what I got for him. All right, this next one is a very, very little kid, but my daughter Lauren, she's 2, she still loves this book. We read it all of the time. That is this book called Color Crunch. It's just this hard book. It's got a bunch of colors in it where they go through the color, list different foods and things that are, you know, those colors, lots of different things that they do. So she loves this. And it's just really pretty. It's just overall a beautiful book. Very colorful, which is the point because it is teaching them colors. But when you're doing books for small children, you need books to be super colorful. So this is one that my daughter absolutely adores. And I think we read it like once a day. But it's fine because it's a pretty quick read. She also loves the fact that this book has like a bite taken out of it. So that's cool. And then the last one I have is the book that I was given as a kid that is very cool to me, and that is this Ghosts of the 20th Century book. This was given to me in the 3rd grade. My 3rd grade teacher is actually friends with the author of this book, Cheryl Harness, and let's see if I can find it. And she signed it. You can see there's a sticky that said autographed copy on it here, but she signed all of these books for us. She personalized them and signed them. She came to visit our class because she was friends with our teacher. So she came to visit our class and she gave us all a copy of this book. The illustrations in this are really gorgeous and very detailed. Like, it just goes through every decade of the 20th century and like the things that happened, all the important details. And it's just really cool. And I remember thinking this was awesome when I was in 3rd grade, and I still think this is really cool, which is why I hung on to it for so long, and that it's still like something I can access on my shelves because it's just such a cool book. This author came to visit us in the 3rd grade, and the big thing that she was known for were books about the presidents. And so we learned the presidents, our 3rd grade class, we learned all of the presidents in order. And to this day, I can still name all of the presidents in order. I'm not going to do it in this video, but I can. So if that's ever something you guys want to see, I guess I could do it, but I'm not going to do it now. But I learned all of the presidents in order. It's like my one party trick because this author came to visit us in our class in the 3rd grade, and we learned a song, which means I retained that information. But this is just a book with gorgeous illustrations, and it's got such a cool cover. It's just amazing. So yes, this is one of my favorite like kids books with illustrations. So there you go, guys. There are the 5 books that we have in my house that I just really love the illustrations of, that my kids love the illustrations of, things like that. So that is all I have for this video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I know this was really quick and kind of weird, but I hope you found this interesting. There you go. Did you find the riddle answer? Because it was in here. Good luck to all of you participating in round 3 of the Housecup-a-thon. Gryffindor is doing well, so I hope you guys are having a great month, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.